Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Well, this event actually feels awfully sad considering you only get one copy of the card if you win one game. Well, and it's a way to keep playing Brawl, but I'll tell you about it later that constantly playing Brawl is probably not a good idea. You'll get burned out really quickly. And as for Rhys the Redeemed, it turns out you can actually just craft with wildcards. You don't actually need to join the event. So here we are. We're going to actually see if this new edition actually works in Brawl. I'm starting to think the more I play this one, it actually works a lot better in historic Brawl rather than actual Brawl. But anyway, let's take a look at the deck. Let's see how we would go through it. So first off, Rhys the Redeemed. He's he's a 1-drop with 2 key abilities where you can pay 3 mana, tap, make a 1/1 Elf Warrior token, or 6 mana, tap, copy, make a copy of each creature token you control. So everything we have is pretty much going to be out there to make tokens and some additional utility. So Flaxen Intruder makes tokens late game, actually primarily there to take out problematic artifacts and whatnot. Actually, speaking of artifacts, I'm actually surprised I forgot to put this. Whoops, that's an oversight. Let's probably cut the Ferocious Pup at that point. So we have that. So makes tokens. Gilded Goose generates mana. Very standard there. Veil of Summer. Pretty much just. I pretty much have to hold this if my opponent running blue. Generally, you're going to see your opponent running some form of blue or black. It's kind of rare not to. It's also a bit of a nod to the Golos decks, especially since they will have quite a bit of removal. I've already been blown out by 1 Casualties of War too many, and I've also been hit by Mass Manipulation, so those are horrible. So kind of no choice, forced to main deck this. I'm actually at the point where Golos probably should be banned. At least that's my opinion. Or one way to put it, it should be. It's either this is banned or no. It's pretty much, yeah. You kind of have to ban Golos. My other issue would be like the plethora of planeswalkers. I'm thinking they probably should unban Sorcerer's Spyglass, with the exception that you cannot name the opposing commander. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, here Precinct 1, we do have quite a bit of a multicolor spell, so we can get a few extra tokens out of this. Tide Taker delays our opponent somewhat, especially if they're reactive, and also makes a token. So mana ramp benefits from whenever we make tokens, makes tokens, answers some problematic permanents, especially if they're the kind that you do not want to actually just take out, especially like if it's your opponent's commander, for example. Yarok, that's you. Okay, we must run this one, especially considering how I would say our deck is quite underpowered. So no shame in running Once Upon a Time. Arcane Signet, yeah, why did I forget that? Then we have Hanged Executioner, makes a token, has a removal ability, very good. Lovestruck Beast can get in there for quite a bit. Iron also makes a token. Iron Root Warlord can make a token, but primarily just to be a big beat stick. Night of Autumn does not make a token, but generates a lot of utility. And this kind of utility we really need. Answers an opponent's threat. Makes a token, but I'm not sure how useful it is. It would be nice if it was our permanents that had some sort of hexproof or some sort of protection. Unfortunately, that's Dovin, that's Kasmina. They need blue. We don't have blue. We'll see if the you have hexproof part is relevant. I kind of doubt it. I'm probably going to cut Teo. Some additional protection, sort of. Helps if our opponent is going tall or is just dumping a lot of big dumb creatures. Some utility, can also make a token. Can make tokens, but yeah, just can make tokens. And we have activated abilities, so playing Nightpack Ambusher is not that bad. Oakham Ranger can make tokens, makes very good use of tokens. Though I do feel that between Prison Realm, Conclave, Tribunal, we really need more effects like this. Makes tokens, and if we actually have enough tokens, we can use this as a reset switch. It's actually quite good. Helps us draw cards. I'm yet to be able to actually play this, so I'm not. But I feel this actually works quite well. We do have 22 creatures in our 60. Makes good advantage of our many tokens. Also buys us a lot of time. Makes a token, though this is also in the category of awfully weak. There are many cards that I would probably make cuts with. I'm just kind of testing the waters out right now, so we're gonna give this a shot. I'm guessing, yeah, actually, let's cut the Lonesome Unicorn. Let's have Dawn of Hope. That does buy us quite a bit of time. So we made that. So we're making that cut. Loxodon makes very good use of our tokens. Oketra makes very good use of our creature spells. Cavalier of Dawn. We can use it one way or another, but we do have enough. We do have quite a few enchantments, so not too bad. Actually, now you think of it, Brought Back is an option also. It's just that yeah, still kind of reeling. I'm not running Divine Visitation because that I probably should. If I were to run Divine Visitation, I might, let's say, cut Teo for it. But I would rather cut something expensive for something cheap right now. I guess, heck, even Disenchant's feeling good. Johnny's Pride Mate might make it, but we're not exactly a life gain deck. Justiciar's Portal. That's a way, but it's a bit too late if our opponent already gets control of it. Same with Shepherd of the Flock. It has to be something on our control already. So, Cavalier of Dawn, Trostani, Discordant. This is actually my answer to mass manipulation, but if only we had a way to search for creatures. As it is, Shared Summons is one way. Finale of Devastation is another way. Actually, you know what? Finale of Devastation is not bad. If we treat this kind of like a vintage cube or something, we really need to look for good effects. Technically, this one we only need to hit X equals 5. So yeah, I'm gonna run Finale of Devastation. Okay, we're definitely keeping Tolsimir. Flower helps us fix our mana. Ugin the Ineffables there. So let's make some of those changes. So, Ferocious Pump, Arcane Signet, Lonesome Unicorn, Dawn of Hope. Now, what should I cut for Finale of Devastation? Yeah, it turns out we actually had this kind of tutoring effect. We really need it. I guess Shared Summons is also that kind of tutoring effect. I guess if I were to cut cards that don't exactly contribute to the strategy, it's probably Guardian Project or Unbreakable Formations. I'm keeping Citywide Bust because wait, we're actually gonna need more cards. So let's first cut Unbreakable Formation, then we're gonna actually cut Teo because we need Realm Cloak Giant. Hope that's how you spell it. Yeah, then Finale of Devastation. What? Okay, cut the Citywide Bust. I also cut Guardian Project. I cut Unbreakable Formation. Okay. So we'll save it. So that's the deck we're running. We have quite a bit of individual lands. And we have quite a bit of lands here, so and we're running basically we're running Field of the Dead. Very good way to generate tokens. Not very reliable though, so that's why I'm not bothering to search for it or anything. That said, we have quite a bit of that package, so we're gonna proceed to games in a second. And yep, it's Wednesday, so I do not have to join Brawlidays. It's awfully sad, but we'll do a game shortly. But so I'll see you guys in a second. And I'm back. Okay, yeah, that one took a while. Needed to make a few purchases here and there. But enough about that. Let's give this one a shot. See. And yep, let's not forget to turn on the excessively long I wonder if there's a way to make this better. I suppose I could. Well, for starters, I probably should just move this to the right side. Let's figure out a way in that. But enough about that. Okay. Yeah, this one's definitely a free. Probably should take the free mulligan here, though I technically just need one more land. Well, anyway. Oh wait, I forgot our opponent's playing Torbrand. What am I thinking? Of course I should have taken the free mulligan. How am I gonna... Well, thankfully our opponent did not play. And we can play turn 1 Rhys just to... This one's just literally to eat up resources from our opponent's hand. That's not what I was expecting. Finale of Devastation X1. I could play Dawn of Hope, but I'm not about to gain life. I'm actually going to just tap, make a token. So if our opponent, even if our opponent burns Rhys, at least we get some action going. Now we're probably not going to block. Well, technically we can even recast if things go south, but no blocks for now. Okay, not the land we're looking for. And I might not even recast Rhys. I might just actually cast the Dawn of Hope now. And since I'm not planning to block, yeah, let's let our opponent play. Opponent plays Torbrand. Nightpack Ambusher is gonna have to take the hit. It's gonna be awfully sad though. We can kind of... Yep, there's the Torbrand. We're gonna take 5 damage. Drew our 5th land. So let's see. Got 5 mana. I'm tempted to go Nightpack Ambusher first just to... Look, I can go Nightpack Ambusher. I can also go Tolsimir just to make sure he doesn't have the mana to recast. Let's do that. And we gain some life along the way. Well, we don't get to draw a card, but I'll take it. Also means we can chump block Torbrand if we want to. It's awfully poor. In fact, if I can keep Tolsimir, Nightpack Ambusher is a lot better. Let's see if our opponent obliges. Risk factor. This is 6 damage. We'll take. Oh, cast shock. Kinda have to block this one. So it's our turn, so probably, yeah, it's gonna be awfully suspicious if we don't do anything, but we have no choice. Well, it's not actually a do nothing. We are holding up Dawn of Hope and whatnot. In fact, if 7 dwarves, well, our opponent can actually have multiple dwarves, so this is at least not a boring take. So we lose both, but at least our opponent's 2 mana away from... Guardian Project is probably a no. Actually, Guardian Project might not be too bad, but we will be taking 6 damage off the bat if we do. I can Oakham Ranger. A Johnny Greatheart that doesn't do anything. I don't like this. And we kind of need more mana, at least just to get Ugin out. Ironcrag Feet, that's 7 mana. Does he have it? Nope, it's just Torbrand. But at least we are forced to block. I am not. I can take. I could take 6. I am not taking 10. Trostani buys us quite a bit of time. Until our opponent shows up with the next burn spell. Yeah. This is always this deck's always gonna be a problem. But at least we can kind of buy time, yes. And at least all these burn spells are not hitting us. So this is 5-9. We can go down to 6. Oh, who am I kidding? We're not going down to 6. Yeah, Dawn of Hope's not quite doing it. We can play Ugin only to have it die. Well, technically you can play Ugin, start drawing cards off it. That's a plan. So I'm awfully poor one at that. We could just make tokens with Dawn of Hope. Also, do take note, if we're going for Oketra, we only need 1 more mana for Finale of Devastation. We already lost Trostani and Tolsimir, so that's pretty much our only out. Let's just Ugin.
Recklessness and fear are the seeds of the fabric.
Okay. Okay, at least it's something I did not want to draw. So annoying, our Cavalier of Flame. Ditch a few lands. At least he's not gonna get haste, but yeah, the writing is kind of on the wall at this point. It's even as Cavalcade. So yeah, I can say this one is definitely our worst matchup. This one's going towards us. We will take the 4. Yeah, it didn't matter block or no block. I probably should have just blocked this one. So let's get Guildgate. Kinda late. Actually, it's kinda good game. I won't have enough to block all of them. Or I should not have played the Guildgate either for that case. Okay. Yeah, we allowed our opponent to catch up too much. Though props to our opponent willing to play 7 dwarves. Well, then again, it's I wouldn't say it's that bad. If you just having 2 dwarves and Torbrand, it's actually quite good as it is. So this, at least we're seeing the problem with Rhys the Redeemed. At least he is interesting, but I would not call him great. Oh, this is the old one. There you go. That's better. But this is back in the day of Shadowmoor, so yeah, if Rhys was an elemental, we would have had the elemental style deck. Okay, at least we got turn to Imara. We got one board sweep. We got some things to do in the meantime. Yeah, I guess this is not bad. We will lead off with this. I am concerned that some of our payoffs are way too high, but we're not exactly having a glut of playables. I suppose if we were playing the historic style where we get access to cards like Shalai, whatnot, those would be much better fits. So definitely run Imara first. I might run Dawn of Hope next. Merfolk Skydiver. This is probably some sort of proliferate deck. So then the question is, Ironroot Warrior is a plausible play. Especially if that's what our opponent does. I am willing to trade Amara for, well, damage, I guess. And yeah, it's cost master. Yeah, I'm willing to trade Amara for damage, actually. Yeah, force the block, force the trade. Get the Ironroot Warrior. Then next turn we can play Dawn of Hope, swing with the token, draw a card, fingers crossed. If our opponent plays big creatures, we kind of need a little more mana. He's playing a 5-drop. Cavalier. So we're definitely going to do the Dawn of Hope draw card thing. Yeah, we kind. I'm starting to think that I probably should be running the Green Cavalier now. So that's it. Yeah, we have to draw a card, so let's auto pay that. Okay. Really need a white source, but I'll take this at least. We can still cast Tolsimir. Although we're probably not fight. Can we fight Planeswalkers? No, just creatures. We can fight that though. Is this end step? Yes, end step. So yeah, we're definitely fighting the Biogenic Ooze. We will take the hit. Precinct 1 would have been a nice cast also. Could force some sort of trade. But this one's gonna get out of control soon. I'm sorry. I'll save the Precinct 1 play for later. It's also a shame we're not gonna get the life gain play as well. So we definitely have to take out the Biogenic Ooze. And he's got Time Twist. We did gain the life, and we can actually swing at Kiora. But now we really need a second white source. At least these guys can. We're probably gonna just chump the We'll probably chump the Cavalier. We could also take out some tokens, maybe. So we're not chumping the Cavalier, yeah. This is basically my other gripe. Planeswalkers are kind of way too powerful at this one stage. So take this. No, we're not taking that much damage. Let's pare down the board a little bit because it's about to get out of control. Opponent willingly sacks it because yeah, he's gonna cast it again. Yeah. And we got Tide Taker, so still no. So at least we got a 4/5, but we're gonna need more gas. Actually, I would rather just wipe the board right now into this. We're gonna just keep taking damage off this. Well, we can block that at least. And yeah, chuck the token too. Force our opponent to spend mana to make more tokens. Or it could force our opponent to spend mana to recast Kiora. That's actually not... So... Or... Yes, we need that sweeper now. Yeah, so 4, 5, 6 mana. Considering the situation... We're now literally just waiting for another white source, so I'm more willing to just take out the planeswalker that we cannot answer at all. We will take quite a bit of a hit. I'm gonna have to throw all these guys under the bus. Nissa who shakes the world. Yeah, this is my basic gripe. Basic, like, where Brawl format right now, planeswalkers kind of take over the world. I'm also concerned that if I block with this, I'm just giving our opponent another card. Well, it's gonna happen anyways, but... Yeah, so far our mana is not doing so great though. This one's a bit of a fluke considering I would have expected to see a non-basic, right? Well, let's be fair, we did get one non-basic. So there's no way to float anything out of this. We can get a 7/7 later. He floats some mana, sure. What instant speed card does he have? Teferi's Time Twist. So we getting the Krasis. Well, we don't exactly have reach. Has commenced the endgame too. Yeah, this is 7 damage and we're taking a lot more. We can kind of block, but yeah, this one came way too late. We could have. Yeah, not so great. So it's already looking like this card is not a very good choice for Brawl, at least not for this meta. So yeah, they probably could have given us more choices. I might explore Rhys for historic, but I guess Absan life gain is a possibility. We do have enough cards that benefit off that. So we'll give this guy another shot in historic. It's not I'll be honest, it's not looking great right now for our elven friend here. And oh yeah, we seem to be hitting all the bad matchups. Well, at least we got turn 2 Signet, turn 4 Ajani's not a great choice. I will keep this though. We could so I'm going to save Rhys. We're going to go turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Hero into Rhys. And thankfully we got first turn. It's still painful though. Oketras kinda are... Yeah, I think... Okay, that was the once upon a time I wanted. Yeah, this... Welcome to an episode of Envy where you watch your opponent do all the things that you want to do. At least we got Signet. Then watch our opponent blow out our Signet. So we have... Yeah, I'm gonna go for this play first. At least it makes more sense. And we are willing to take damage from... We're willing to take damage off questing these. Because at least we know Oketras is gonna keep coming back. So that's kind of the plan right now, actually. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. We got a Venerated Loxodon, so that's our plan B. If our opponent does nothing, we should cast... Yeah, we should cast Venerated Loxodon. No, we could actually cast Ajani, then cast Loxodon. Yeah, Rabbit Bite's gonna be an issue. At least we have the Loxodon planned, so to speak. No, Lovestruck Beast, so we... Yeah, so we're still in it. I am willing to trade. I don't think our opponent is willing to trade though. Oh, he's willing to trade. Now we have a decision. Do we trade now, knowing I can cast this, or... No, we'll trade later. Let's get our advantage first. We got Trostani as well. So... Ajani Great-Hearted. That generates 5. So we can actually just tap this for mana. No, if we... There is... Yeah, there's no way we don't have enough mana to... And oh, guess what? It has Vigilance. Yeah. I'll be honest, the only other off screen when I was testing this deck, my win was also against mono green, so it looks like this might be the only deck we have a good out against. And yeah, next turn Trostani, Great Henge. Okay, so our opponent's gonna try to fight back. Fortunately, if our opponent questing beast is already in the table, Sir Farron doesn't have haste. We probably should also start... We probably could also start gaining some life. Wait, we can Dawn of Hope, gain some life, draw a card. Let's Trostani Discordant first, only because we know this deck, our opponent's deck has no mass removal. At least not in mono. Well, definitely not in mono green. Questing Beast was Disclam Commander. And yeah, there's that. Opponent knows we will just make more creatures. Actually, I'm just 1 mana shy of using Rhys's other ability. So yeah, we managed to get some wins there. Basically, we can get wins against decks that have no interaction. Well, we can. Well, that's not quite true. If our opponent is much better at doing the no interaction game, and let's be honest, we're only spitting out tokens. The opponent's definitely better. This is Chulane, but I don't think that's the... Okay, so we got turn 1 Command Tower. We can also do turn 1 Fabled Passage. Yeah, let's just do the turn 1 Fabled Passage. Also a shame we're just kind of waiting for... oh, I take it back. Turn 1 Gingerbread Cabin. Opponent does run out the boost, so a little bit delayed, but not too bad. So we will play our Woodland Champion just to get some action in. I'm going to try to go for the Night Pack Ambusher because this just keeps spitting out wolves, and we have Tolsimir ready. So we might have something. This is a 2/4. Okay. Opponent definitely. Okay, we got Hanged Executioner. That's an option. Yeah. We're gonna go Hanged Executioner. It gives us a tokens. And more importantly, if our opponent goes for Chulane, we'll just delay our opponent. We don't have to play Night Pack Ambusher immediately. Or plays Cloud Conceal. Okay, so he's not there yet. We will play Night Pack Ambusher. And Mara also makes tokens, so that's an option. So We could also go for the Garden Project, but I kind of want to start doing this first. And if we draw another land, that's a plan. So we will... Also, we should at least leave the Pang Executioner if we can. Opponent's just gonna lay an egg. Yeah, it's gonna lay an egg. Now, I remembered seeing a post from someone on Facebook saying that he's very salty about people just cracking this on the end step instead of just doing it on their own turn. But there are reasonable reasons for that. Let's say this is not a command tower. This is just a forest. I might need white. Now, this is probably a bad example, but if we're playing a 3-color deck, that's a very there's your good example. So Beast Whisperer. We will get a green source here in this case. And we will play the Night Pack Ambusher actually. Now I could swing with the Night Pack Ambusher and leave it at that, but if I draw another mana, I am going to play Tolsimir. I'm also probably just gonna swing with the token, just take out the Tidekin. So end step, so I can make a token with this on end step. So correct play is just to pass. No, I could swing with this one, but no, we'll pass. And now the engine begins. Yep, there's the 2-card engine. I'm basically just holding up mana so I can execute your next card. Probably Beast Whisper at this point. I might want it into the story. So he's drawing cards. My end step, so yeah, we're gonna exile Beast Whisperer now. That's his main card draw engine. Though he's drawn quite a bit of cards, he could snowball into many more. So we're gonna take that out right now. Veil of Summer. We have a plan. I'm actually gonna just Flourish. Let's get Plains this time. I'm willing to cast Guardian Project now because I'm ready in for the long haul. So we will swing with all the troops. If opponent wants to trade the flyers, so fine. Most likely he might just take it out. And so far opponent... Wait, he does have white. Agent of Treachery takes our Night Pack Ambusher. We can actually cast Citywide Bust to, well, bust it, I suppose. I can also cast Tolsimir, go for the... yeah, we can cast Citywide Bust later. Basically, while he's down to 1 mana... When he's down at 1 mana, I want to make sure this hits the graveyard. And there's our land. So we actually have Veil of Summer support now. I'm actually willing to swing with this and this. No, the goose is there. Opponent's probably priced into making some chump blocks now. Shame you couldn't block the Agent of Treachery, but we are on pace to block a Mass Manipulation. just making tokens. Okay, that's fine. Because my tokens are larger than your tokens. Citywide Bust will also kill our Woodland Champion, so that's a problem. We can actually go... What I'm actually gonna do is go wide. Okay, draw. We can nuke the Firemind Vessel. Hold on, but I need to hold up 1 mana. And I want to generate as many tokens as possible. Mystical Dispute. Yeah, sure, we'll let that resolve. We'll lose the Amara. It's fine. Because we still get the token. Then we play Rhys the Redeemed. We'll still get a token, so we can actually take out both wolves. And drawing cards. I can now actually cast Flaxen Intruder for its super ability. Opponent's now forced to make blocks. Brazen Power, return. Yeah, I guess now we can Veil of Summer. If our opponent manages to steal this, we will have Citywide Bust. And it nukes the Brazen Borrower too. Yeah. That's according to plan. He might have a... No, he doesn't have a... So, I'm gonna end that turn here. We actually have enough mana to just do the mass make if our opponent... Okay, goes for Chillane. We know the treachery is in the bout. Does he have the mass manipulation? Only mass manipulation for 1 if ever, so probably not. We can... Oh, there you go. Now, my next plan was just to double every token, get an extra hit while we were at it. So, yeah, that's actually looking quite well. So, maybe we'll play 1 or 2 more games. But yeah, it looks like I guess you can say in Brawl there seems to be this triangle of... No, it's not really a triangle. It's basically a deck. It's either decks that will react to your deck or decks that just do whatever they want. Okay. Now, this one's a bit scary. We need to dig up a white source with Once Upon a Time. Or else this hand completely falls flat. Our opponent's taken their mulligan. We should probably do so as well. Okay, this is much better. We will keep this. We can hold on the Nightpack Ambusher for as long as possible. This is a Kalia deck, so our opponent's probably not going to do much for the first few turns. Unfortunately, neither are we. I guess I could play Rhys early. Well, it will mean Conclave Tribunals live. So, turn 2 Rhys. Maybe we can draw Veil of Summer. Yeah, actually that Veil of Summer a while ago was really, really good. So we got turn 3 Tribunal if we have to. But I might save it for whatever Kalia digs up. Kalia herself is not worth. Chromatic Lantern is worth, I'd say. Though to be fair, our opponent has all their mana sources already, so I'm probably gonna pass. I could hit for 1, but I might as well just start building up the boards ever so slowly. Spinning Wheel. Okay, we'll make a token. Be very careful with that second ability, especially if you have enough mana. So we have enough mana to Venerated Loxodon if we need to. Okay, so there's what we're saving for. Not playing Castle. We could Fabled Passage for Plains. Opponent does have 6, so he's probably gonna go for this. So let's encourage our opponent to go for this. Let's do nothing. And then, lo and behold, our opponent plays Dracoset. Well, if it's Dracoset, that's also a very good target for Tribunal. Fortunately, our opponent has white, so it does have ways of dealing with enchantments. Sunblade Angel, we might have no choice but to deal with it. Okay, let's do the math here. Place this one, make a token. The mentor part is the problem. I could also just make play Venerated Loxodon, get it out of the way. Because right now I can actually play Woodland Champion, then play Venerated Loxodon. Or I can play Oakham Ranger, do the same thing. Yeah. Make a token. Auto pay, tap everything. So at least we have a 4/4 that can tangle with the 3/3. Now we just have to take a huge hit in the air. Still waiting for our opponent to drop the Mentor. Or something worse. At least we can swing with Venerated Loxodon. We'll try to trade for Sunblade if we can. I take it back. There's an Embercleave. Well, that is also another good target. So let's see. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's 11. It's okay. Weirdly saying it's okay. I probably would have preferred this one. Night of Autumn would be great right about now. Sprouting Renewal is also a good would also be a nice choice too. We do have the mana to just make every token again, but we are technically behind. We need to answer these flyers. Spawn of Mayhem. So first, let's deal with the... there's actually a plan here. Let's tap the 1/1s. Let's take out the Embercleave. Swing with Woodland Champion and Venerated Loxodon. So we could encourage some trades. Oakham Ranger's gonna have to wait. But actually our opponent is priced in to trade with Woodland Champion. Well, if you have 5 or less life, so we need a source of lifelink. Our opponent has it, we don't. Also, our opponent could start holding up mana for Spinning Wheel if we have to. Okay. I probably should have also just swung with everyone, because none of these guys were gonna matter on the ground anyway. That was a mistake. I should have just swung with the entire team. Now, I could survive this. Well, here's the thing. We go down to 10. Opponent did not leave up mana for Spinning Wheel. So we are definitely dead next turn, barring a lifelink source. Yeah, we made the mistake of not swinging with everyone. We probably should have. It would have brought our opponent down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that would have brought our opponent down much more. We made the mistake. Yeah, this is too late. This is not enough damage. And our opponent has to mortify too, so yeah, I guess it's a good game. Let's see, because our opponent actually gains 3 life off this too. So yeah, that was a good game. So we could have taken our opponent down to a much closer life, brought it down much closer, but no dice. We really are short on removal. That said, it does give us an idea of what to look forward to. For example, Teros coming up has spider tokens, so that's a plan. Okay, you got a turn 3 into a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this is better. So so I'm actually gonna play Forest Goose. Into Plains. Okay, we could actually just play Gingerbread Cabin also. This one has... Yeah. I really think that they probably shouldn't hard ban Sorcerer's Spyglass. It's honestly an answer to most Planeswalkers, and Planeswalkers right now are kind of dominating Brawl as it is. So we will get another forest just in case we get a third forest. It's been happening quite a lot. Otherwise we can just play planes, start making tokens. When it takes 2, plays Lazav. Inherently Strange. This is not historic. Oh, there you go. See? Next turn, we can actually play Tolsimir to take this out. So I'm actually gonna just pass. Oh. Let's find out what our opponent's up to. Yeah, so I definitely want to play Tolsimir out first before I play Loxodon if I could. Opponent's stuck on mana? We'll take the hit. Well, there are black spectacles. That's something I probably should have considered. Nope, it's Fibbled. Okay. So we're definitely sniping Lazav if we can. Now the interesting thing is, with enough mana, I can just keep repeating well, even if Voja keeps quote-unquote dying every time, at least we can keep taking out our opponent. We can keep gaining life, actually. So we also have the Conclave Tribunal. We can nuke it, but I kind of want to save it for something else. Let's pass. Let's offer the Elf token. Okay, opponents finally found their mana. Fabro Elder. Oh, it's that combo. Yep, we're definitely sniping it. So we'll keep this one. Oh, we made a mistake. We're supposed to keep the one that entered. Okay. At least we know we can do it again. And yeah, so that's something we need to learn. We keep the one that entered the battlefield, so we're not attacking with it anytime soon. Yeah, opponent kind of figured out that we were kind of aiming for their combo. Honestly, there is only one recent run Fabro Elder. It's just a combo off. I'm expecting some sort of gauntlets of light, whatnot. So yeah, we have time for one more game. And so far, if we can get the good early start, it's good. And yeah, here comes the deck I hate playing against the most. Well, I won't blame our opponent for it. So at least we can Blossoming Sands flower, at least set up our third land. If our opponent starts playing enchantments and whatnot, we do have an answer. So I'm keeping this, fingers crossed. Also did not help our opponent starting. So turn 2 we can actually flower into Flax and Intruder. I'm actually gonna just... Okay, we need to start getting white mana, so I'm gonna flower for it. If our opponent counters it, I guess it's fine. Yeah, he's gonna counter it. Probably means we might have to ditch the... Well, I'm sad if I have to ditch this. This literally answers... It answers non-land permanence. That's a thing. So we don't have a real turn 3 play, so enters tap, Dawn of Hope. Hit our opponent for 1. Not quite winning yet. If our opponent, at least if our opponent does something, oh, goes for the Golos. I kind of want to play Flax and Intruder, but yeah, that's pretty much one reason to ban Golos. You already know what it's going to dig up. Gademara. So we're gonna give our opponent something to think about. Need one more mana. In fact, we need one more mana, preferably white. Shame. Yeah, I guess banning Field of the Dead's also an option, but Golos is still quite good. Turn 1 the turn 2 negate is very interesting, I'll admit. Finale. Well, we were playing very cheap creatures, so can't blame our opponent for going for it. It's actually a very good play. So Tolsimir doesn't quite do much here. Conclave Tribunal answers the Midnight Clock. Yeah, you do not want to help your opponent dig for another land. So yeah, we're gonna nuke the clock. At least we know there's no Spell Pierce in this particular format. But yeah, that negate was annoying. It is It's annoying, but I'll be honest, it's very smart. Yeah, last hurrah. Well, it's also last hurrah for us. We're gonna take quite a... We're gonna start taking quite a beating here. Ironically, I feel if Golos' ability cost colorless mana, in like actual colorless mana symbols, might be less annoying. As is right now, yeah, we're way behind. We've been missing that 5th land drop. Thanks a lot, Negate. And yeah, I probably should concede right here. Let's not waste our opponent's time. You know what? It's awfully early. Let's go for one more game. Who knows? We might run into Golos again. And I wouldn't say kinda made my point. Then again, it... Okay, here's a Prime Speaker Vanguard deck. So, our opponent's gonna be churning through their creatures, so, okay. We're definitely once upon a timing... Shamey... So we're digging for a green source so we can get Gilded Goose turn 1. Okay, here's the green source. Gilded Goose turn 1, turn 2 Paradise Druid. Yeah, this one only makes creature tokens. This one did not. This one predated Proliferate. Did it? Yeah, it predated Proliferate. Proliferate was returned. Okay, so let's see if Cavalier of Dawn actually makes a good appearance now. So I'm actually gonna cast Flower Flourish for Plains. So, Plains, Rhys, Paradise Druid next turn. Opponent has a slow start as well. Ooh, there's an Ironwood Warlord. That's also a possibility. We'll save that as a later possibility. Let's play this out first. Ironically, Blast Zone is bad for us if we have to hit at low cost. So we're kind of aiming to hit for some of their higher costs, like 4, say. Opponent can go Vanifar next turn, in which case we'll... We now have a choice. We could just hit this with Cavalier of Dawn, break the shenanigans right then and there. We'll be facing off against an opposing tree, but yeah, I think our Ironwood Warlord can handle it. Do we have an artifact or enchantment? We don't. Yeah, another reason why. So this one is much better for its ETB effect rather than its leaves the battlefield effect. At least we can just start swinging with Cavalier for now. And our opponent is, yeah, on the slow play. This is not looking good for our opponent. Famous last words from me. So I'm actually gonna just play the Ironwood Warlord. Swing with him. Then Venerated Loxodon. Everything. So actually not the Paradise Druid. Tap for Convoke. Tap for Convoke. Tap for Convoke. Let's leave those two up. So we kind of have a board presence. We actually don't have tokens, but we just have a bunch of big stuff. We do have tokens, but I'm probably gonna start using Rhys to make regular tokens for the time being. We already have 6 mana on its way. Opponent has an answer for the well. That's kind of fine actually, because it means I just play Blast Zone. Well, opponent biogenic ooze. So we have a Race of Swords. Now this will only eat one of them. This will same here. Now it's up to our opponent if they want to. Now it's gonna be up to our opponent if they want to go white. Probably should have swung with Veteran Loxodon, paired off one of their tokens. That said, I am free to swing with all of these guys. Now our opponent has to decide, well, they can just recast Vanifar, next turn trip this up to a 6-drop. They can cast Brazen Borrower, start going up in the air. Hydroid Crisis, X equals 1. Okay, I'll let it resolve. What's the oh, so he's going for the Air Force plan. Okay. I am gonna swing. Okay, let's play this one first. I'm gonna swing with these guys and hopefully get some trades. Because I have Citywide Bust as an option now. Okay. Okay, not much of a trade if you ask me. The math is... Am I missing something or is the math not right? Well, now I'm definitely not busting the city. Okay, so hitting 2 hits Krasis and this. Hitting 1 hits these guys and this guy. I need to hit 5. Well, it will also hit my Cavalier and Venerated Loxodon. If you return... You may put a permanent card you own onto the battlefield. So probably this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's exit this tree. I'm actually gonna put him in hand. Agent of Treachery takes the Blast Zone. It's kind of fine, I guess. He now has to pay his own mana if he wants to trip it up. So let's see, what are the ones I want to play? So Gilded Goose. Paradise Druid. Rhys the Redeemed. Gateway Plaza. So let's encourage our opponent to play some of their bigger stuff. He doesn't know we have a Citywide Bust. And he burnt the Agent of Treachery. So I need to wait for one more turn. I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's... Only Gilded Goose. Yeah, the fact I set this on high is a problem for him. So we got an Incubator Druid. And, okay, can't hit Loxodon. Probably should not play Iron Root. So I can threaten to pump adapt. Opponent's now quite incentivized to just play everything. You know what? That's fine. Well, if he plays Prime Speaker, we're not going to be able to hit it. Okay, we're not going to be able to hit that. My immediate plan is to nuke the Biogenic Ooze. Lovestruck Beast. Well, Lovestruck Beast is also a good consolation prize. So, wait, cancel. Well, we can adapt here, but we won't get. I can just make tokens for now. We'll see how he does it. It's toughness 4 or greater, so our opponent actually saved us. We are about to lose the incubator Druid to it. But our opponent saved us. Like I say, thank you. So first, let's citywide bus before we do anything dumber. Now he's free to play the Hydrate Crisis, but we're gonna save the Cavalier of Dawn for that. So Incubator Druid into Ironroot Warlord into Venerated Loxodon. Okay, that's the plan. No, that's not the plan. I probably should just convoke these guys now. So now we can tap for a lot of mana. Now we just need something to do with it. Well, Hydrate Crisis. Still waiting for opponent to play Hydrate Crisis. Our Gilded Goose can actually block the Brazen Borrower. Well, funny enough. Opponent goes Prime Speaker of Vanifar. This might actually be a better target. Well, first I'll have to swing with the. Let's see, because I will have, I will have enough mana.
We could be much greater. If I have to light the way, I will.
And oh yeah. So let's see how he decides to block. My concern is what is he getting? Is he gonna get a 8 drop with this? He's gonna take it. I'm trying to think, what could he have? I know he's blue green. He's already used Agent of Treachery. I could just go Ironroot Warlord. Or do I just pull the trigger now, take out Prime Speaker? Because my concern now is there's a huge Hydrate Crisis that's waiting for me in the future. You know what? I'm gonna end the turn. I can still make tokens with Rhys. We'll go from there. Let's force our opponent to play the Hydrate Crisis. Now we are probably gonna lose a Johnny. Or at least have him get ticked down to 1. Gains 4 life, draws 4 cards. That was expected. So we're now gonna turn that into a 3/3. Great Henge. He probably drew that late. So we have our own love struck beast, but first let's do what we must do. I'm also probably gonna let Ajani die. Also note that if I go love struck beast, I have to be careful how I put tokens. Okay. So he's not gonna be able to attack until next turn.
Always conquer
So well, he didn't go for the trade. And you can only activate it during a sorcery, so this is not a combat trick. Okay, it looks like our opponent's figuring that out now. Yeah, it's not that kind of combat trick. Okay, hold on. We need to hold up 3 mana because I'm going to make a regular token. Well, not that it matters. I know I can start doubling up my tokens now. We can at least start keep hitting up on the air now, so that's good news. Bad news is our opponent has a full grip. At least we can... Nissa shakes the world. Okay. Well, at least we... Okay, we took care... Oh, no. If I see a mass manipulation, I'm... It's over. Kind of over for us. Now, good news is, at least for questing beast, we can snipe it many ways. Cavalier of Dawn is away. Kind of want to take out one of our enchantments first, just to get it back. It's a shame. We probably need to look for some enchantments. We actually have a few, but just not that. Now our opponent sacks that. He's digging for a 4-drop. Let's find out what he gets. Trying to think, what are the good 4-drops he could possibly still have left. Okay. Copy. Spark double. Okay. So what's his target? Oh, what is his target? He's targeting our Ajani. Okay, fair, I guess. Well, it will boost Nissa, that's for sure. Incubation Druid, okay, go ahead. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just making a regular token. So we need to outpace our opponent, which means Iron Root Warlord's gonna have to do the heavy lifting at this point. We lost our citywide bust, but it would have done us more harm at this point. Ooh. Is that enough to kill us? We're gonna. The math's gonna be a bit complicated. First off, we have an 8/8, so that's. I'm probably not gonna. Oh my gosh! Everything has vigilance too. Yeah, looks like our opponent got the better combo. Let's see, how do you survive this? Okay, first off, 7/7. We probably should take that. We can. Yeah, we have to. Am I making another token? Probably not. Okay, first. Okay, this has trample. This we can kind of block with this. So there's a 5/5 we can. So how much damage is this? 8, 13, 16, 17, 18. We go down to 4. The problem is all these guys are available to block, so doesn't quite help. The paring down part kind of helps us. Oh, I did the math wrong. How did I double block that one? Oh well, anyway, that was kind of a lost cause for us anyway, so I doubt we were going to catch up to that. How did I miss something? Yeah, I must have misclicked there. Anyway, the fault is mine. Can't blame anyone for that. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. I'm probably gonna get one more shout out. That I do have quite a bit of wild cards. So let's see. Maybe you could squeeze out another deck with Rhys. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless. Have a great week, everyone.